in breaking updates from the national capital, the visuals on your screens are of heavy security deployment as an encroachment removal drive is set to be undertaken on the illegal construction in Delhi's Jahangirpuri. Ahead of this drive, in fact, politics has now erupted over the move. In a tweet, Owaisi has hit out at the BJP government, calling the drive an all-out war against the poor. So slugfest over the encroachment drive that is set to begin in the national capital. You can see the visuals on your screens of heavy security presence. And Owaisi tweeting just ahead of that drive saying that the BJP is calling the BJP drive an all-out war against the poor. That's the tweet on your screens as well, saying that BJP has declared war against the poor in the name of encroachment drive. It's going to destroy homes in Delhi like UP and Madhya Pradesh. No notice, no opportunity to go to court, simply pushing poor Muslims for daring to stay alive. Arvind Kejriwal must clarify his dubious role. That's the tweet that has been put out by Owaisi. And now a slugfest that has erupted over the anti-encroachment drive in Jahangirpuri area. And the visuals are live on your screens as well. We have a host of reporters joining us live from the site. We have Alisha, Ananya and Madhurima on the ground. First going across to Madhurima. Madhurima, tell us what is the situation right now. We can see the live visuals on our screens. Heavy deployment in the Jahangirpuri area.
Well, absolutely. The deployment is massive around here. As you can see, though Jahangirpuri area was enveloped with security forces, but today it's incomparable. As you can see, the paramilitary forces, women, men, everybody has been stationed over here in Jahangirpuri in all the sectors, all around the corner, so as to make sure that if that demolition drive takes place, nothing untowards happen. Because as we know that this is a sensitive matter as far as this demolition drive is concerned. A lot of political mudslinging is also happening on this particular topic. But I'll take you back to the deployment that has been done. As you can see, massive deployment has been done here. As far as the confirmation regarding the demolition drive, it's still not confirmed because in the letter it says 19, 20 and 21st of April. 19th went yesterday and we did not see any such action. But now, because the amount of security that was demanded by the local authorities that has been provided, being prudent, the police officials and the security officers forces have been deployed here, so as if the demolition drive takes place, massive security would be needed, because it could be possible that this might fuel a little discomfort in this particular area. And like you were pointing out, Mr. Owaisi has also come forward and questioned the entire probability of these drives. We'll take you to another side of Jahangirpuri and show you the visuals around here. I'll request my camera person to keep showing the visuals of the very heavy security deployment that has been put in place. 400 personnel were demanded by the authorities, and looking at the number of police officials and security forces officials, other paramilitary officers, it seems like that this has been done. We'll have to wait and watch as to what happens around 11 o'clock as the time was given. Will the demolition take place or not? But as you can see that people are taking up their scrap. This is a very important visual over here. They are packing their scrap so that if the demolition drive takes place, because everybody here has businesses of scraps. And now they have brought in these small vehicles over here to pick up the scrap, so that if demolition takes place, they can pick up their scraps and then move their business elsewhere. These visuals are being brought in from Jahangirpuri. All these businesses.
Absolutely. Madhurima, just stay with us. I'll just take that same point across to Alisha as well. Alisha, show us around how is the situation like, and any ballpark number as to how many buildings are likely to be razed today.
Well, we have to wait and watch how this encroachment drive to take place. But we are showing you the visuals here. The senior police officials here are taking a stock of the situation, because the main importantly, we know that it is very important at this point of time where to maintain the law and order of this very place area. We'll try to talk to the officials, but we can see here the senior police officials here doing a march towards the entire area, because from 9:30 a.m. where the bulldozers are going to come, if you can try talking to, but we can see here the police officials who have been here doing a march, taking a stock of the situation. It's just because to maintain the law and order of this very area, and this was the reason where the North Delhi Municipal Corporation has already given a letter to the police officials requesting them to deploy to provide at least 400 police personnel during this encroachment drive.
Yes.
So here we can see here the police officials here. Ma'am, if you can inform what are the arrangements that has been made.
We'll tell later. Let me check first, please.
Ma'am, if you can just
Check first. Let me do my work first, please.
So here the police officials who has been taking a stock of the entire situation, because it's very important to maintain the law and order of this very specific area. Not only the Delhi police but also paramilitary force has been deployed here. They are going to take a check before this encroachment drive, which is going to happen today and tomorrow. So they have been requesting, I'll request my video journalist to show the visuals from the rooftop. There are also the police personnel that are being deployed in the rooftop also, so that they can keep a check on what is exactly happening, and no one should take a law and order in their hand. So this is the reason where in every building, in every floor, we can see here the paramilitary force and the police officials that are being deployed here. And here the Delhi police senior officials who is taking a stock of the situation. They have been checking each and every lane here, because the encroachment drive action program that is going to begin.
Yes.
By around 9:30, the bulldozer are going to come here, and before that they have been taking a stock, and so that the law and order of this very area should be maintained.
Absolutely, Alisha, and Ananya is also standing by with all the details. Ananya, what is that you're picking up from the ground? We can see unprecedented scenes there, heavy security deployment. We also understand that there's going to be a crucial DDMA meet that will take place today. What more are you picking up?
Well, yes, exactly. You can see the police deployment here more than what is natural and what is in a right-bound area or somewhere tensions are escalating. The force that is completely deployed here is massive. Not only the Delhi police, but various platoons and units of the CRPF, the paramilitary. Because remember that after this NRDMC order was passed, the North District NDMC order was passed, now the police cannot leave any stone unturned, because already Jahangirpuri remains a very, very sensitive area when we talk of what happened on the Ram Navami, and following which stone pelting had also happened. So already a lot of force were deployed here, but then seeing the intensity of the situation, seeing as to the orders of the North demanding for more than 400 personnel, now more and more forces are coming in. See, what has happened here is that since the whole area was in tension, the police and the paramilitary has divided the area into various sectors, and the forces have been deployed in that ways. The sectors have been divided through barricades, and each of the police personnel is basically deployed into one sector or the other. And so basically sectoring of this whole area has been done. Plus now with more and more paramilitary forces coming in, more and more forces coming in, we can see some action happening here, because already the orders are out, the NRDMC to carry out an encroachment drive. And we have to remember that this area remains a key focus of illegal colonies as well, because it is one of the colonies which is not yet authorized. So we might see as to what has happened. Plus there is already development in the Jahangirpuri violence also taking place, wherein another person, though his connection to the Jahangirpuri violence is not yet confirmed, but then he was a firearms dealer of this area. involvement in more than 50 cases.
All right.
Hence,
Ananya, we'll come back to you. Let me also just very shortly just go across to Madhurima as well. We'll go across to Madhurima in just a bit, but those are the visuals on your screens of the heavy security presence in the Jahangirpuri area ahead of that crucial anti-encroachment drive, which is set to begin shortly. Paramilitary forces have also been deployed. In fact, we played out visuals earlier as well of the security presence on the rooftops of the buildings as well. And this is a very sensitive area of the national capital we are talking about here. The anti-encroachment drive, which is set to begin very, very shortly.